Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Snacks Thoughts. Again, I say welcome to Snacks Thoughts. And I just bid you a good day, but what is my thought for today? For this podcast, I would title it America in Crisis. Or we could even say America in Chaos. Either one would be befitting. As most of you know, you've probably seen it on the news with the Trump Protestors and the rioters that stormed and took over the United States Capitol, up in Washington, D.C. And, I had made some other podcasts and YouTube videos pointing out some of the tensions and the problems that were leading to this. But obviously, President Trump, had done a rally and he basically told his protesters to go over to the Capitol where they were carrying out the electoral college vote, to go over there and protest it and to show, signs of strength. Now, I'm not saying that he told his protesters to go over there and, take over the Capitol, to break in and start tearing stuff up. I can't quote that, and I'm not going to say that. But you obviously saw the end result. And, I'd mentioned in other podcasts about how dangerous it is to have a faulty belief system, or if you listen to the wrong leadership, and I made other podcasts where I talked about Donald Trump, the things that he says, and he has to be careful of the things that he does because of his position. And you're seeing an example of it. I mean, since he has been in office, America has become more divided, and I probably would say that in some ways that probably by Donald Trump becoming president, he may have probably brought out and identified the problems and eyesores that was already in America, but it was probably just covered up and maybe a bit more covert. And it finally just he helped to basically take the lid off of what was already there. And as you can see, the problems that we have. But I don't believe that the United States of America can continue to go on at this rate. This country right now is very divided. You have different types of thought out there, and to be honest, a lot of it is a faulty belief system and a way of thinking. And it's getting to the point where it's become detrimental to where, it's causing harm to society, and it's costing people their lives, and their safety. I mean, there's a bunch of problems, that are going on in this country, especially since Donald Trump took office. I mean, you have everything from even up in the federal government at the head, they can't get along. Republicans against some Democrats, then you got the Democrats against Trump, and then even within his own party, supposedly there were some Republicans that really didn't like him because they didn't consider him to be a part of the clique. Then you look at like I said, you got a global pandemic that's going crazy. This coronavirus. You have people losing jobs, losing businesses. And waiting on stimulus checks. You have more hunger. And long bread lines going on in the richest country in the world. And then you have more homelessness populations and more tent cities popping up than you could even imagine. I mean, some parts of America is beginning to unravel and starting to look like it's some third world. But you have a combination. You have racial tension, that is going on, and then you got different organizations or groups, everything from Antifa to Black Lives Matter. I mean, it's just going on and on and on, but it's just this country right now is divided. What I'm saying? Financially, the economy is being destroyed. We basically are in a depression. So you have all this chaos going on and no leadership. And like I said, I mean, no offense, to those who are, Trump supporters, but I mean, you can't argue with the facts, that what has happened, under his presidency, it has become like a mess and total chaos, and so I truly do hope that under Biden and Harris that they can do something to bring this country back together, and do what they can to try to restore some things. I don't believe that with this depression and how things are going right now, it's going to take some time for us to recover, if we actually do. And will we ever be the same again? I don't think so. I think that America is going to basically morph into something different, but our system of democracy as we know it and all the free spending, I believe that there's definitely going to be some changes, and I believe there's definitely going to be some suffrage going on while we go through this process, but I always thought it better for America for us to clean up our own house before we worry about cleaning up somebody else's. The world is watching this, and a lot of world leaders had a whole lot to say about what they saw going on with the protesters when they took over the Capitol. So, America definitely has no room to talk about anybody else. We have to clean our own house. But yeah, this country right now is in a crisis, and I would say the best title for this podcast would be America in Chaos, because that is what it is. They're going through now, drawing up articles of impeachment. They want to impeach him, and I'm like, well, the guy's maybe got 11 or maybe 12 days left. It's like, you might as well let him finish out his presidency. If you were going to impeach him, I felt that they should have spoke up a long time ago. The Republicans should have got on board with the Democrats, and you should have got him out of office then. Why bother now? The damage has been done. America right now is it is in a mess. It's in shambles. It truly is. It is in shambles. And they put a guy in the White House that had no political experience, and to be honest with you, in my opinion, I felt he had no business being in that position. He had no business because he didn't know what he was doing. And you could look at the country now, and you could see the damage that's been done. And there may be some people that may be trying to give him credit, for doing some great things. It's like I failed to see it. In my opinion, all I've seen since Donald Trump became president is that he has created nothing but a mess. He has caused more divisiveness, to include racial division, or he definitely has helped to basically identify it. I tell you that much, so obviously what the problems that we have here, in America. He didn't where was the National Guard at? He didn't call for a National Guard. Mike Pence did. Vice President Pence did. And so he's just been one that stirred up a bunch of chaos, racial tension, and he's proven himself to be nothing but a liar time and time again. And then his foolish rhetoric. Look at this country. And it's supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and you let a clown, get into power, and look at the damage, that he's caused. So I'm just like, why bother trying to impeach him now? Leave him in place, The guy will be done in 11, 12 more days. If we've gone through the mess that we've gone through now, it's like we could stand 11 or 12 more days, Hey, impeach them now, it's not going to fix, the problems that we have, and a lot of these problems we had, anyway, without Donald Trump. It's just that the pot was already warm and hot, but he just finally sent it up to a boil and he took the lid off. And so I'm not saying everything, is his fault, but he's definitely had his hand in helping to stir it up, by not being the wisest, in some of his views. But anyway, that's just my thoughts, for this podcast. But yeah, America, in chaos. And this right here is chaos, and it is madness. And if they don't get it together, we don't get it together here in America, I just don't foresee how this country is going to last or make it. A kingdom divided against itself, it can't stand. But yeah, anyway, those are just my thoughts, guys. But thanks for listening, and hey, feel free to chime in or share your thoughts and dialogue on it. But the name of my podcast is called Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. And you can find my podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Radio PBM, SoundCloud, and a host of other social media platforms. So please, join my podcast, and also have a YouTube channel called Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or either ericbroadusyoutube.com. So go over there and subscribe and join my YouTube channel. Hit that bell to subscribe, and you get all future live streams and any other podcasts and videos that are coming out on my YouTube channel. And hit that like button. And if you don't like it, hit the unlike button and share your comments over there too. But please share Eric Broadus YouTube and Snacks Thoughts. Push it out. Share it with family, friends, enemies, frenemies, dogs, cats, turtles, birds, rats, roaches. Share it. But thanks, guys, just for listening. But the name on this video, on this podcast, is America in Chaos. Please share your thoughts. I love to dialogue with you. Peace, guys, and I'll see you soon on the next one.